Hello, my name is Damien Donnelly, and today I'm going to share some poems with you from my debut pamphlet, Eat the Storms, which was published in September 2020 by the Hedgehog Poetry Press, and one poem from my Stickleback collection, Considering Canvases with Boys, a micro collection of poetry, also published by the Hedgehog Poetry Press in January 2021. My debut pamphlet, Eat the Storms, is an immersive journey through the landscape of pigments and deals with connection, identity, and this first poem, which deals with adoption. This poem is called Shades of Blue. I hear you calling in shades of blue. From the extremities of a distance my arms reach can never cover. I hear you calling in shades of blue. Your concern comes in currents across the continents. In those cold corners when I question creation and my position within it. I hear you calling in shades of blue. Only one born to know no origins can truly discern. In these days that demand ties that have not been well tethered. The second poem I'm going to read was nominated last year for a Pushcart Prize and is called Tattered Brown Trousers. Father ate all the flowers in the back garden because he couldn't swallow the promise of happiness blooming within the home he couldn't find his root within. Father left all the flowers in the front garden, too proud for others to see him pulling from the soil everything he needed help with but had not been thought the words for. Father liked to laugh first when others lost, so that no one could hear his own loss tearing at him. Like weeds, twisting behind the restraints he wore, like those inside-out jumpers and tattered brown trousers he thought no one could see through. Father ate all the flowers in the shadows of the back garden and choked on a laugh that no one understood. The final poem I'm going to share with you today from Eat the Storms, which was listed on the Poetry Book Society's Winter List 2020-2021, is called Scarlet Rising. Eat the storms, mother said. Boil those beds of bitter blackness until the dream rips through the rain and translucent turns to trust. Even a diamond must ache in the darkness until compression can no longer conceal. Eat the storms, mother said. Slip out of shivering skin until touch recalls the sweet music of Scarlet Rising, caught below a lick of leaf, lost in the shadow of the shade. Even the petal must rise above the thorn before it can dance in the light. Eat the storms, mother said, but I didn't hear it at first. It takes time to swallow the truth and teach the tongue to taste the rain. The final poem I'm going to leave you with today is from my Stickleback collection, Considering Canvases with Boys, which was published in January 2021 by the Hedgehog Poetry Press. This collection is 5 poems that were inspired by 5 different paintings seen in 5 different galleries in 5 different cities with 5 different boys. This poem is called Dali Distractions and was inspired by Salvador Dali's painting Young Woman at the Window. I was in London when we first met. You were on loan and I something else. You were on a wall, looking out from shadow to sea, seeing cerulean. Freshly dressed in a bed that had held you in place. Twist of the leg caught between the twitch of decision. There were moments to come in and others that let you leave. Tides learn of the waves' recoil only when it drops its guard upon the shore. You leant on that ledge, window opening in, looking for a ladder to bring you out of the longing. In the distance, across a cold concrete concourse of tourist-traversed space, in a time that was neither yours nor mine, you perfected illusions of contentment, slow sway of the hip as if to seduce suspicion. I was in London when we first met and recognised your distraction. So close to the water that never succumbed to cessation, though you had forgotten how to swim. Funny that. An islander, building for herself a fear of drowning that no one was able to see on your face, looking out from within the frame that had held you once so tightly in its place. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Damien B. Donnelly.